All right, in this lesson, we are going to learn a great little traditional Scottish song or tune called the Bluebells of Scotland. All right, I don't really know much about the origins of this song other than the fact that it's old and it's Scottish. Okay, so maybe if you know something about it, maybe you could leave some more information in the comments. I'm guessing it has something to do with the bluebell flower. That I'm just guessing that's probably what the origins of the song is. But I don't really know. All right. So if you know, maybe leave something in the comments. I do know it's a pretty easy little tune and it's got four different phrases. All right. So it shouldn't be too hard to learn. All right. So if you're a beginner, this is a really great tune to learn. All right. Also, if you're a beginner, I'd love it if you could head to the Highland Bagpipe Academy. All right. So it's highlandbagpipe.com. And there you'll find a beginner course that's absolutely free. And you can also find the sheet music to this tune in a free tune book. All right. There's also a full course there as well you can check out. All right. So that's the Highland Bagpipe Academy at highlandbagpipe.com. All right. All right. Now let's dive into this tune and start with the A phrase. All right. Beginning with the A phrase, you can see we have a little intro note, the E. All right. I'll play that while doing this whole A phrase. Normally, when I play a tune, I say, I'm going to play this slowly for you. Well, this is kind of a slow march. So I'm actually going to play it at about the tempo that we actually play the song. All right. Because it's a pretty slow march, anyways. All right. So the song is really just dee da 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 da. All right. This is what it sounds like. Okay. You want to try playing it with me? All right. It's not too hard. All right. So I don't really feel like I need to give you too many tips because it's not too hard of a tune. All right. So maybe just try playing with me. All right. I'll count you in on the count of 4. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay. Again, not too hard of a tune. You notice, you might notice anyway, I sang it accounting on the count of 4, and then I go 1, 2, 3, and then I start. The reason I'm starting there is because there's an intro note, right? So I'm going 1, 2, 3, intro note, and then I start the 4. I start on the 1, which is the first note of the first phrase. Does that make sense? So like I'm going 1, 2, 3, intro note, first note. Okay? Hopefully you got that. All right, listen again. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Hopefully you heard it that time. I just don't want you to be confused when I'm saying I'm counting you in to 4 and I'm starting on the, you only hear me count to 3. Okay. All right. Hopefully you got that. Again, always practice with a metronome. I know it's a simple tune, but still use a metronome, please. And all right, that's good. Let's now move on to the B phrase. Okay, this B phrase, again, not too hard. I'll just play it for you once so you can hear it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The things I'd make sure you do is, make sure you're playing everything, nice and open. Make sure when you play your grip that you can hear your D grace note. And when you're playing your throw, make sure you can hear it. All right. If you're a real beginner, make sure you play nice and open. Okay, if you're a little more novice or advanced player, you can play it like normal. All right, but if you're a real beginner, absolutely play it nice and open. And when you play your burl, make sure you play a nice big burl. All right, I don't want any of those. All right, I want a nice big. Okay, you want to really hear that nice big burl. All right, so maybe try it with me on the count of 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing I will say is make sure you wait and play that burl on the beat. Okay, don't jump ahead and play that burl early. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, pretty good job. Yeah, just watch for all those things like I mentioned, all right? Other than that, just use a metronome and you should be good to go on that B phrase as well. All right, with this phrase, I'd say the 2 things you got to watch for is you want to make sure you hold that first E, because there's really only one dotted note in this entire tune, so we should probably make sure we hold on to it. Okay, so just make sure you hold on to that first E and then cut the D. And the other thing you want to watch for in this part is you want to make sure that you play all your doublings nice and open. Okay, so that's really all I'd say you need to concentrate on here is hold that first E, cut the D, and make sure when you play your C doublings and your F doubling, that's nice and open. Okay? All right, so the part sounds like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, wanna try it with me? 1, 2, 3. Okay, I just caught myself there. My F doubling was a little tight. All right, I want to make sure it's nice and open. 1, 2, 3. All right, I did a much better job there. All right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. That's pretty much it. All right. That's that phrase. Once you can do that again with the metronome, move on to the final part, the D phrase. Okay, this D phrase, not too difficult. One thing I will say is when beginning this D phrase, I would not put the little F grace note in there. I wouldn't go when practicing it, unless for some reason when practicing it, if you want to put the little intro high G and high A in there, like for instance, if you want to practice it, 1, 2, 3. If you want to practice it like that, that's absolutely fine. But if you're just practicing it, just the 2 bars without the intro notes, just don't play that little F. All right, just start on the high G. Okay. So the phrase sounds like this. Okay? Maybe try that with me. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess if you're a beginner, one thing you should watch for is you're going from an F to a D, back up again to an E. That's a lot of room for crossing noises, right? You can go, all right? You don't want to go, all right? So watch when going from that F down to the D and then back up again to the E, all right? Watch out for crossing noises there. All right, try it with me again. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. That's the entire tune. All right. Again, not too hard of a tune. All right. It's a pretty simple little tune, as long as you know all the little embellishments and everything, and you can play it. It's a nice, slow little tune. Great to play in parades and funerals and things like that. All right. So great job learning the Bluebells of Scotland, a tune that very popular in Scottish music and amongst pipe bands. If you enjoyed that lesson, I'd really love it if you could give this video a thumbs up, a share, a like, do all that sort of great stuff. So I know people are actually watching these videos and liking them. All that stuff really helps the channel a lot and makes me keep making these videos. I'd also love it if you could check out the Highland Bagpipe Academy at highlandbagpipe.com. Check out the free beginner course and check out the free tune book that this tune is in. And also check out the full course, okay? All right, thank you so much for tuning in to all these lessons.